Hello, welcome to a reading for your intimate relationship, love relationship, partnership. This could be a mirror, twin flame, anyone that you can think about that you need more clarification, need more clarity in regards of this connection. See what the plans, the natural Pachamama advice can give you. So today I'm working with Herb Crafter's Tarot. I'm also working with the Druid Plant Oracle. And I'm also, and finally I'm working with the Mystical Shaman. So I decided to do this reading interactive because I feel with Venus retrograde, there's a lot of, in Capricorn, there's a lot of like Saturnian, Saturn energy being played here in our special connections, since it's Venus, the planet of love and beauty and other stuff, but mostly well known for love and beauty, right? So I want to use these energies in the cosmic activity to help you find more clarity. So choose from pile 1, 2, or 3, or you can choose by the crystal. I forgot their names, but this is what I got for number 1. This actually, I was gonna send it to a friend in Turkey, but never got there because the mail service is so awfully disorganized. For 2, I got this angel light, and for 3, I got this clear quartz. Not just any kind of clear quartz, but it's a special one. Okay, so take some time, pause if you need to, and let's begin. So I'm going to put this aside, and let's start with number 1. We got the Betony. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I'm still learning my plants. I'm also in school of herbalism, so we have Major Arcana, the Wheel of Fortune, and that is kitchen garden. It's not in a specific plant, just saying about a kitchen garden. So interesting. And our final, by the Shaman Oracle, Mystical Shaman Oracle, we got the Heart of the Sky. Sometimes it's hard to zoom in into my, there you go. So I'm going to start with the Betony. That is the oracle card we've first seen here. And Betony is talking about... So Betony was often used to ease headaches, dispel negativity, and encourage reconciliation. So this card is really asking you to... it seems like there's a reconciliation in your connection with the Wheel of Fortune too, and it's really propelled by that needing to heal what was repressed. We can no longer repress that. And according to Pliny, this plant was the best type of this plant to use in herbal medicine, because Betony was a bit of a super plant in all heal, with many properties including like antiseptic, antispasmodic, and antibacterial,
and it can be found all over the world. So with that said, is the energy is like something has been healed and it has been, you need to air it out. It has been aired out. You've been airing it out. You know, that wound or that the inner child trauma or whatever. With the with the image here of this face there, kind of like been underground, almost like in a hermit kind of like mode of just contemplating and repressing also at the same time. This plan is telling you no, this the energy of this connection needs to be, it's healing and things are changing, things are moving. um so no matter the issue, um it will be sorted out quickly and easily, but you do need to make the start. So get the problem out, air it out, begin to look at ways to eradicate. Um, so stamp on the parasite and don't allow it any more of your time and energy to than it takes to remove. So have courage to heal whatever wound has caused you, because in the end, the sense of release and relief when it's gone will be worth. Sorry, the noises. My kid was had a urgent thing to tell me about some kid breaking a branch of a tree and saying, "Oh, that's not nice." So now with the Wheel of Fortune, this is number 10. So number 10 in numerology really tell us about the end of a cycle. Like some things are turning, and that's interesting. This is the second time I get interrupted to record your reading and get through your reading. It seems like some of the things about this connection is there either people or events getting involved of this connection, like spinning, you know, as the Wheel of Fortune spin. But are events that really the universe put it there for a reason. It's kind of like it's almost like it was meant to happen, to test the connection and to really see, test our reaction to it, our patience, our awareness of how the outside environment are affecting our connection with this individual and just your connection itself. Um, so yeah, with the Wheel of Fortune, the kitchen garden, it doesn't talk about specific herbs. However, it's talking about multiple herbs. Interesting. Going back to the what I just mentioned about multiple, you know, it sounds like there was multiple things, just like the Wheel of Fortune shows like multiple herbs, you know, that's gonna make this wheel spin per se, you know, because in the Rider's Way tarot, um, it talks about the Wheel of Fortune spin. It comes up, what is once up, it will come down. So I think there's like a lot of things um, happening in your connection that's it kind of might seem dense, but some things are good, light, and that is helping heal that connection, helping heal or helping kind of like give more clarity to this unresolved things in your connection, and and also within your own connection, like with yourself, with your spiritual connection, or just you know. Um, so um, so really the message, it says that let me focus it here. To put your faith in turning of the wheel, stay centered in the midst of change. Find the medicine unique to every season. And just a description, you know, of the medicine behind this, the message, medicinal message. It says that the promise of the garden is change, Events may unfold that redirect your path. Some things may feel beyond your control, so find larger patterns in the chaos. The holy days mark the revolving cycles of nature, and they may bring disruption, but they are always reliable in forward motion. When your soul compass spin, find stillness in experiences that easily allow you to be yourself. Trust life to come into being, as the plants always do. There's transformation in each turn of the wheel. What emerges from this development will point to your true north. Now, so this thing's the Wheel of Fortune for its message. Now, let's turn into the oracle of the mystical shaman and the heart of the sky. Says that the essence of this card says that the heart of sky is the love force that made all creation possible. And this same force is present when you create with originality, when you bring formulas to form, inspire ideas to expression. This primal force does not know good or bad. It is up to us to provide a clear intention that will guide it to manifest. The heart of sky help us call in beauty from the invisible world and birth into a world of matter. I don't know if you can see the colors there. In the invitations of saying that the heart of sky brings you a sacred reminder that you're a channel for original energy of creation. Become the paintbrush, the canvas, and the artist, all guided by the heart of the sky. Set your intention ethically and clearly, and allow the universe to take care of the details. Okay? The medicine behind the card is saying that you may feel responsible for everything, everyone. Perhaps you think that you have to do it all alone. This takes you into a dark hole where you lose trust in the natural order of cosmos. Shed your lofty sense of duty and recognize that this is a false prison of your own making. You can open the door and set yourself free in an instant. So, this is what I have for you guys. Your message. I hope you like it. Leave a comment, like and subscribe. Your comments are really important to me because it helps me, become a better reader, to provide you more clarity. So I appreciate that. Have a great day. Hello to option number 2 who chose the angel light. Okay. Let's see what the oracles have to say for you. And let's start with the primrose. See there? Kind of reminds me of the place where I live. Really beautiful. It seems like it's winter season, and there's a cauldron there with some most likely tea boiling with primrose. And primrose, because they're so small and beautiful and are among the first flowers to appear after winter, primrose have always been associated with romantic love and new beginnings. So drawing this card may indicate that a new love is entering your life, or that fresh wave of tenderness will appear in a existing partnership. Our relationship, like our dreams, have seasons, and however long you have been together, is still possible for a new cycle to begin. So really fitting for the topic of this reading, right? Out of the cauldron, Sereth wind came 3 drops, and the changes through in Gyeongbak were profound and many. Third possibility is that rather than love or creativity, this card is also pointing to a burden of wisdom. It could be also both. The new cycle of your connection and the wisdom that comes along with that. There's found a wisdom within each one of you to make this happen possible. And from the Earth Crafters Tarot, we have the Star, and it's the image kind of like an altar with some leaves, pointy leaves, some rocks in the middle. And the star is representing, the star is like a major arcana, the number 17 is represented by the cottonwood. And the cottonwood message is saying your broken pieces contain stars of hope.
Sorry. All right. Sorry about the sound. So yeah, again, the star represented by the cottonwood is saying that your broken pieces contain the star of hope. Open your heart to grace. Be generous with your blessings. And it's also the medicinal advice also saying that hope can be found in the darkest moments. Have faith and believe in possibilities. As the appearance of a cottonwood tree, you know, with those branches there around the altar, means that an appearance of cottonwood tree means that water's near. So is inspiration close? You may not see it right away. Stay optimistic. So close your eyes and listen for the sound of rushing river. Cottonwood trunks are marked by scars from harsh weather. Yet cottonwood leaves shimmer like golden lights against this dark blue sky. Your wounds may run deep, but wholeness still shines from within. When you encounter grace, be generous with your blessings, the way cottonwood trees are generous with their seeds. So that's what it's kind of like saying that, you know, that darkness of in the background of this card, well, you know, quote unquote darkness, is really beautiful. Kind of give us that contrast with the liveliness color of the leaves that surrounds it, right? So we both kind of like use the darkness to appreciate that meaning that gives to your situation, to what has happened in the darkness that has happened in your connection with this individual. That your broken pieces indeed contain the stars of hope. But we need to be open to them, to grace, be generous with the blessings. So how are you going to be generous with these blessings, these dark blessings, with this light blessings that the universe has put you in or giving you with this situation? Now, the smoky mirror, kind of tells me already, with the Buddha sitting there meditating. This might be a strong mirror connection, twin flame connection, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video. I'm having strong sense of twin flames and mirror connections in this readings. And it's a 47. If you add 4 plus 7, it's 11. So 11 is kind of like the number of twin flames, right? Of mirror, of that perfect pair, the perfect couple. And I say perfect because it comes with their own darkness and their own kind of like baggage. That really, if we see in a good way, in a good light, we see the darkness in a good light. Ironically, it's our teachings. It's our teachers. And let's see with let's see what this card. I like this oracle because it gives us 3 areas of messages: the essence, the invitation, the medicine. And so I'm going to let you know and explain about the essence of this card. And it says that the smoke and mirror represents an aspect of what is implied yet cannot be immediately known in the world. The mystery of how things come together and how they fall apart without obvious causality. This symbol also represents the shadow of human psyche, the parts of the self that one disowns. The smoke and mirror can also represent a state of denial or the inability of refusal to see the truth. So maybe this person is really being that mirror that you need to look into yourself, right? The invitation in this card is saying that when the symbol of smoke and mirror appears, you're invited to see beyond your own self. Acknowledge that, past the limits of your current ability to perceive. There's a vast interconnected world where the events are orchestrated in divine order, but challenge you to fully grasp. Now is the time to trust that no matter what the current condition of your world reflect, in the hidden realms, all aspects of human journey are celebrated. The beauty and the darkness, the mystery and the courage. No matter where you are on your journey, know that some things are meant to be a mystery, which you are meant to understand only through experience. Take heart, for the smoke and mirror will ultimately show you the beauty and wonder once the fog lifts the distortion you see now. Are you going to be patient enough? The medicine is telling you to understanding the shadow of the human journey requires that you go deep into your story to discover the wound that prevents you from seeing the truth of your current situation, your connection. Your fears, expectations, disappointment, and unworthiness may be clouding your capacity to see the potential in yourself and others and in this connection, really. Okay? So smoky mirror may be showing you things that you don't want as a result of your conditioning of this domestication of the spirit, of the ego. This can become even more real, but only because you're making it so. The choice is yours. The world will hold you accountable for what you see and create. Can you see through the eyes of the truth and faith instead? Whoa, that is a really powerful message. I love doing this because it's just like I'm learning from it. There's a reminder. And yeah, really a lot to process and think about. And that's what I have for you today, friends. Again, if you like this message, please, I invite you to, if you feel called to like and subscribe, leave me a message. Anything, it could be any kind of comment, just I'm trying not to be offensive, but anyway, I appreciate your presence, and I hope you find the message well, and have a great day. Hello, friends who choose this beautiful crystal, clear crystal quartz. Option 3. Let's start with the Druid's Oracle. So we have Fern. Beautiful card here. Try to focus. Focus on there. And the Fern is talking about life force, sensuality, fertility, also invisibility, subtlety, and self-effacement. The Fern signifies fertility in every sense of the word. Choosing this card may mean that you are being blessed with life force and energy. Energy at the moment. So this energy may manifest in subtle, dramatic ways. But the important thing to remember is that it comes from the essentially spiritual natural of all creations. The way to maintain your contact with this life force is through a spiritual practice that attunes you to the natural rhythms of the cosmos. So if you have some ferns in your garden or a place that you know that it might have ferns, go and connect with them. I feel in your connection, this is kind of like a replenishing. There's a lot of like maybe a pregnancy I'm getting for some of you. By the thunder, I remember when I found out that I was pregnant from doing like the pregnancy tests, home pregnancy tests. There was a storm, electric storm, and it was really interesting. So that's why it kind of remind me, but also because it talks, this card, Fern talks about centrality and fertility in your connection, in this connection that it's going to help, or it's playing a role in it. Now, let's read from the Herb Crafters Tarot. We have the Temperance. It's interesting that I have, let's see if you can see there. In the Temperance is represented by Camellia, the herb Camellia. It's a number 14 in numerology. For those who are interested in numerology or know about numerology. And Temperance is saying, talking about communication, the balancing. Camellia is really, what's saying is trust the magic of your, magic of presence. See the sacred in the simple. Create new magic from what is familiar. It's inviting you to focus on the present moment, bring balance to opposing forces. And opposing forces might be into like your partner and yourself. You know, your ideologies versus his, them. Give every task before you give of your full attention. Stillness reveals the middle way. The tea ceremony is an act of mindfulness. That's what's kind of happening here. It seems like it's going there's a tea ceremony. And yeah, it's a ceremony acting as a mindfulness. The tea plant is rich in antioxidants and strengthens the heart. Preparing a pot of tea with intention cultivates harmony and promotes well-being. The ritual becomes the holy alchemy that affects change. There's magic in the mundane. Ordinary tea bags stop minor bleeding, soothe the sunburns, and reduce eye inflammation. Camellia is the oldest, most widely used botanical in history. So let ancient practice inspire fresh ideas. There's some beautiful, I guess the words that I'm getting from this is healing, soothing. It's a ritual. There is an alchemy. There is a ceremonial interchange of energy between the body, between the natural world, between your connection. Maybe you want to have a little tea, intimate tea party with your partner, a sensual tea party with your partner, if you're that kind of person that like to explore new ways or try activities to kind of like light up the flame. In our next card is talking about the blade. This is from the Mystical Shaman Oracle, and it's a blade for number 6. And the number 6 talks about the heart, is the number of the heart, healing the heart.